Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole. Hallelujah! Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole. That thing had 9 lives. Hallelujah! That thing had 9 lives. She just spent. Hallelujah! That thing had 9 lives. She just spent a. Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Woo! I tell you what, nothing beats Christmas Vacation.
That it is indeed, Jammer. Hey, we're doing drinking and thinking top Christmas. Well, I didn't put top 10 or top 5 because we might be more top Christmas movies shows ever.
Yeah. Well, I'd say number 1 has to be It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, you're going to start off with number 1.
Well, okay, we can wait until do number 10 and go down, but
I would say number 1, It's a Wonderful Life. Just it's stood the test of time still, and as a matter of fact, it's more popular than it was when it first came out. You know, so,
most definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some modern day movies that are very good. I mean, one in particular is Christmas Vacation.
That is probably one of the best vacation movies itself, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
the first
you
one,
look at the vacation movies, and then you look at the fact that, like you said, it's probably one of the best vacation movies, and it's a good holiday movie.
Yeah. And there's a meaning behind all that, too. I mean, everybody gets like that during the holidays, you know?
Yeah, well, like his father said when he asked him, Dad, how did you get through the holidays? They all, well, I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels.
Right.
You know? I mean, that's just classic.
Was a big one, but
Scrooge is good. I like that one. It's a different take on Scrooge. But it's funny and pretty good at the same time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's one of Bill Murray's best movies, actually, yeah.
Yeah, Bill Murray is actually, I mean, besides What About Bob and maybe
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day. Yeah, those are probably his top 3 movies right there.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody would say Caddyshack and all. You know,
well, he was a support character in Caddyshack, really, yeah. So.
But as far as
Caddyshack, the vacation movies, and Fletch, you know, his top movies, yeah.
Yeah, and did you notice that Fletch now has Confess Fletch with what's his name? Ham? John Hamm, I think his name is, from Mad Men.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mad Men guy, the top guy. What's his name? Golly, can't even remember his name. And
the lead actor in Mad Men series, though.
Yeah, the lead actor in the Mad Men series plays Fletch.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And it's called Confess Fletch.
Oh, really? I like that guy. And you know, the Mad Men series, I never watched it when it was originally out because I thought it was a comedy, the way they portrayed it in the commercials. I was like, but it was a pretty good show, actually, when I finally watched it.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show that was drawn out. I mean, they dragged it out. I mean,
yeah, but his character is great. I love it. I see bits of me in there.
Yeah,
every man see bits of themselves in there. Yeah.
And you know, the whole premise, you know, Confess Fletch was pretty good. It takes after the fact that, you know, you had Fletch and then Fletch Lives.
Yeah.
And in Fletch Lives, remember, he turned around and got with that one girl, right?
I can't remember it. That's how much a big fan I was of that.
Well, I wasn't a big fan or anything, but Chevy, when I watched Confess Fletch, I watched the other two
Oh,
leading up to that one,
yeah.
because I'm like, oh, I got to watch the other two before I watch
But don't
Confess
forget,
Fletch.
Jimmy, we are talking about Christmas movies here and shows.
Yeah, that's true. So let's get back to that.
We'll bring Fletch up when Chevy Chase dies. How about that?
Yeah, top Chevy Chase films, right?
So we got It's a Wonderful
The
Life,
hell? I put Christmas music on.
Christmas Vacation, and Scrooge.
Scrooge. Yeah. I would say Scrooge has to be in there. And
Now,
then
who do you say was the best ghost in Scrooge? Was it Buster Poindexter, the lady fairy type, or the guy that was in the Christmas Future, which didn't have any lines really? So
well, Buster, I'd say, is probably the best.
it had the longest one too. It was pretty long. The woman was good too. It wasn't as long as Buster Poindexter.
The woman was from Taxi,
Yeah,
Laka's wife.
right. Yeah, my mom liked her.
Yeah, she's not bad. I mean, I like
Her character in that movie.
Yeah, but overall, I think I like Buster better because he sets up the premise. He turns around, tells them right off the bat, hey, they cry like whenever they saw their mother, they cried like a baby, all that stuff. And of course, Bill Murray starts to cry,
Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what's really fun is Bill Murray is Lumpy. Lumpy? Is his nickname?
Lumpy. Yeah, Lumpy.
And Chevy Chase is Sparky.
Yeah. And you know how Chevy Chase got that? They always ask, "Oh, how did you get that name? How did Clark get that name?"
Right? How was it?
It was only because Beverly D'Angelo said he needed a nickname.
Oh, okay.
So she turned around and started calling him Sparky.
Sparky. Okay. What they should do, I mean, while they're still alive, is a crossover Christmas, a Scrooge, National Lampoon Vacation crossover. Like they both meet each other somehow, and I don't know if they're on good terms. Bill Murray and Chevy Chase, they're all hate each other somehow. All this.
Hold on one second. I just don't understand that why they end up hating each other so much.
Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray,
it's like, come on, guys. I mean,
it's like
Bill Murray is kind of weird though because he doesn't take a job. He doesn't have an agent anymore.
Right.
He takes a job if he feels like taking a job. And he has them call this number and talk and leave the pitch or whatever like that. An 800 number, All
right, well, give us some more good Christmas movies.
All right, so we have It's a Wonderful Life. We have Scrooged. We have Christmas Vacation.
Right.
Christmas Story is a good one.
Yeah, that's really, a lot of people don't like that one. But to like our parents or our grandparents, it's more nostalgic to them because it's supposed to be I thought it was in the 50s, but supposedly it's supposed to be in the 40s, actually, the story.
Oh. I don't know. I think it was more of the 50s myself. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was the 50s, but when I read something on it, it said it was in the late 40s.
Early 50s. It went on like that for
whatever.
the 50s.
But the new one, I didn't like at all. My parents watched a little bit of it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like, all right, so like Scrooge with George C. Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
And George C. Scott did a good Scrooge.
Wait, was that the musical one or?
No, he's one of the.
There was a musical one that was pretty good in the early 80s, too.
The one that did Love Boat. He was a Scrooge.
Patrick Stewart did a good Scrooge too, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that great.
I thought it was pretty good.
But George C. Scott, though, I mean that.
Yeah. And the musical Scrooge one, if the early 80s, late 70s, I forget, there's a song that still sticks to me to this day. When Scrooge dies, he's with the ghost of Christmas Future. And they're singing, "Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's the nicest thing you ever done for me." But they're talking about him dying. It was the nicest thing they ever, he ever.
Now, I do like. I mean, there's other movies. Let me just put it this way: when Thanksgiving comes around, I have to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that's the only Thanksgiving movie, really.
And then I go into It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Vacation, Scrooge. That's another one I like to watch. I like to watch A Miracle on 34th Street. I like to watch A White Christmas.
Elf is number one.
Elf is all right.
Yeah, Elf is a good one. Yeah, I would say that is a new classic.
Yeah. I really like the one. I can't remember. I watched it last year. It has the wrestler in it. John Cena is a support character. I can't remember what the hell it was. It's the only time I ever watched the movie.
Christmas Chronicles?
Christmas what?
Chronicles?
I don't know. Alexa, what's the Christmas movie John Cena plays in? Daddy's Home 2. The Daddy's Home, and part 2 was a Christmas one.
Home Alone.
That was pretty good. Home Alone. It was Christmas, but it's not really about Christmas.
I like Santa Claus and Santa Claus 2.
Yeah, they're all right. Santa Claus ones.
With Tim Allen.
How about Die Hard? Do you consider that Christmas?
Die Hard is another one I watch, even though it's not particularly a Christmas movie.
Yeah, what's the other one? There's another one that's not really a Christmas movie, but they say it's a Christmas movie. Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember it either. But, I mean, I like all those Christmas with the Cranks. What is that? The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger I told you that was...
with Sinbad, the toy.
Yeah.
I forget what the hell it's called, but that's good. Another one I told you about is The Family Man. I think that's a pretty good Christmas movie.
Family Man.
It's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life mixed with Scrooge. You know, it's kind of like those two movies combined. You know,
I mean, I'd say the top 5 movies that I'd want to watch at Christmas time is It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, Scrooged, A Christmas Vacation, and White Christmas, maybe. I don't know.
How about animated or from your childhood days?
Well, of course, you got to watch Rudolph and Frosty.
Rudolph and Frosty, yep, top 2. The other one is the one with the Santa. There won't be no Christmas, whatever hell it's called, with the heat miser and the ice miser and Santa. A Year Without Christmas is what it was called. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Grinch.
The heat miser and the ice miser.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
Chair miser, that was great.
And then the other one, the Burgermeister.
Yeah, the Burgermeister.
The younger Santa Claus, he had red hair, and they had the Burgermeister.
Jingle All the Way was a classic trailer. That was Schwarzenegger.
Jingle All the Way was the Schwarzenegger one.
Jingle All the Way, yeah.
According to my sources.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Gremlins was a Christmas movie.
Gremlins, but I don't consider that a Christmas
I don't think it was Christmas.
It's during Christmas, but it's not
Christmas in Connecticut, 1945.
I mean, Christmas in Connecticut. Oh my God, yeah, that's a good one too.
Hey, do you know? No, they mentioned my hometown in It's a Wonderful Life.
Bad Santa.
The bank inspector, when he comes up and Uncle Harry, what was that guy's name? Uncle Billy is missing the money, and the bank inspector's in there. He's like, I would like to go home. I want to go home to Elmira, spend my time.
Yeah. With my wife.
Well, yeah, with a family.
And Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, you had those.
White Christmas, 1954.
White Christmas, Bad Santa is a good one too. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was going to watch it all, I would watch definitely Christmas in Connecticut, A Miracle on 34th Street, White Christmas, Scrooge, Christmas Vacation. Those would be the ones I'd watch right off the hand. And then as an afterflow would be Bad Santa, Christmas with the Cranks, Jingle All the Way.
I remember the Cranks one, so I'm going to have to watch that one.
Christmas with the Cranks, that was Schwarzenegger and what's
No, that wasn't Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger and Christmas with the Cranks was Tim Allen again.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen and what's her name?
My go-to, Chris. Yeah, why does it feel like I got a wig on?
Hey, ask Alexa, who starred in Christmas with the Cranks?
Christmas with the Cranks stars Tim Allen,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
She heard you over here.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Yeah. Not this Alexa. We got two of them. But the one in the kitchen, like 20 feet away, heard you.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, this one right here, if you can see it, she didn't hear you, but the other one did.
Well, mine heard me.
Christmas Story, It's a Wonderful Life.
Home Alone. Yeah, I like to watch Home Alone at this time.
The first one, yeah, is pretty good. The second one's all right too, yeah. But
the thing about it is the top 5 is the ones I will watch no matter what.
Yeah, the ones that hit me home are the ones that hit the heart, and I'm gonna have to go with Christmas Vacation, Scrooge, It's a Wonderful Life. To me, I like The Family Man. It's a pretty good damn movie. Just What If, and
Kiss Bang Bang?
never heard of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
That sounds perverted.
Yeah, but animated, yeah. Rudolph, Frosty,
Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Charlie Brown, yeah. The one with the Meisterburger and the one with the Heat Miser and the Ice Miser or Cold Miser, whatever it was.
But I mean, in general, when I start getting into the mood for Christmas and everything, those are the top 5, and then I'll branch out to the Santa Claus, Christmas Chronicles, Christmas.
Yeah, Santa Claus. I mean,
Jingle All the Way.
And when I mentioned earlier, the Daddy's Coming Home Too. I mean, I didn't even know it was gonna be a Christmas movie. When I watched it, I was like, "Oh, Daddy's Coming Home Too," because I remember the first one, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. So
And
I watched
of course,
part 2
Elf.
of it.
I mean,
as during Christmas, I was like shocked. I was like, it was pretty good. There's a couple good ones I can't remember. I've only seen.
I'll tell you one thing: Elf is going to become a new classic because of one reason alone. Besides the fact Will Ferrell and all his little things,
Oh, I thought it was Paul Newman.
Well, besides all the things with Will Ferrell, you're going to have what's his name, Bob Newhart. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Newhart in that movie.
The Elf.
Yes. As his father.
Yeah.
It's just so classic. It's so perfect that it's going to become a classic alone for that.
I mean, even Paul Newman being his real father, and the dude, the little midget dude that plays in Game of Thrones, being the boss there.
Yeah.
Pretty good too.
And see, and then you go to Elf itself, right? I mean, you got that with the guy, and everything. But Elf also had James Caan.
Right.
As his father.
I said Paul Newman. James Caan. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
James Caan, yeah.
James Caan, Bob Newhart, and then the guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to make it a classic for the future.
All right.
That's future generations going to always look back and say, yeah, Elf was it for me.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas Vacation, classic. I seen it when I was a senior in high school. Came out in December 89. I think. Yeah.
89.
I went with my girlfriend to the movie theater and saw that shit. And when I first saw it in the movie theater, of course, my humor level at that time, I was like, it was all right. Yeah, but as I got older, it was better. Yeah.
When I first saw it, I can't remember whether. I don't think I actually went to the theater to see it. I think I saw it on VHS. And ever since then, that's always been a classic for us to watch.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's another one. I don't remember actually going to the theater. I might have. I might have on both of them, but
That one I definitely didn't. I saw it first on VHS or rent or something. Yeah.
yeah. And I
That came out
remember
'88, I think, right? Planes, Trains,
something like
Automobiles.
that.
That was a good one.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't beat it. I mean, I don't know what the top 10 would be. I just know that in my top 10, I'm going to have It's a Wonderful Life. I'm going to
Yeah.
have A Christmas Vacation, Scrooge. I'm going to have White Christmas, and I'm going to have It's a Miracle on 34th Street, and I'm going to have Christmas in Connecticut, and I'm going to have Elf. I may throw in Family Man. I got to rewatch it just so I can know what you're talking about because
Yeah.
I vaguely remember it. And I'm probably going to throw in.
Because it starts off on Christmas Eve. Of course, they go into February.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, he wakes back up and it's Christmas morning. Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. This one with Kurt, was it Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell and Meg Ryan, right? Christmas Chronicles.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was the one on Netflix, Christmas Chronicle, right?
Oh.
That to me is a classic movie.
They had the one with Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, is it? Because
Yeah.
Goldie Hawn is his wife.
Goldie Hawn, yeah, Goldie Hawn. I couldn't
Christmas
remember who his
Chronicles.
wife was.
The Christmas Chronicles is a 2018 movie directed by Clay Cadiz, starring Kurt Russell.
I think that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
And it was kind of reminiscent of the classic Christmas movies.
And I'm hoping maybe in 20, 30 years that'll be considered a classic. Yeah. Well, I might not be around by then.
And I think the sequel to it was good too.
Yeah, we watched that one. That was pretty good. I'm hoping.
And don't get me wrong, I think the Santa Claus wasn't a bad premise and not actually a bad movie. I just don't think it's been received well. That's the Tim Allen one.
How many was there? 3?
I think there was 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah, now they got a series on Netflix or one of those channels, but Disney.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a pretty good premise for a movie. Santa Claus. Yeah. I mean,
but it was all right. I mean, it was a little far fetched. You know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it wasn't.
Santa Claus lives in the North Pole.
If you look at the classic movies, I mean, granted, if you go as far as back as the Jimmy Stewart one, you had Jimmy Stewart. You had. You had the other actors in there that were well-known movie actors, very well-known. And, of course, what's her name that starred as his wife? What was her name?
Is Tim Allen's wife?
No, as It's a Wonderful Life, Jimmy Stewart.
What was her name? Who played Mary in It's a Wonderful Life? Mary Hatch Bailey.
Sorry, but that's not it.
It's not her name. That's the name of the show.
Mary Hatch Bailey is a fictional. Let's see if it says who it played by. I said who played Mary. Donna Reed.
Donna Reed.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a beautiful woman back then.
Yeah, after that movie though, it went to her head and she apparently got old.
Well, she had a Donna Reed show.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is Donna Reed was a gorgeous woman.
I want you to come out tonight.
Yeah. Grab the moon and put it in your mouth and melt it, right?
What would you do if Donna Reed ran away from you and you stepped on her robe and she got naked and she jumped in the bush?
I'd be surprised because she's dead.
I mean, back in those days, like George Bailey, I don't know. It was a strange situation here.
Yeah,
Of course, it
of
ruined it
course.
for him because his dad died of a heart attack. So
Yeah, just when he was about to get it.
yeah, in the bush.
Yeah, but I mean, when you look at those movies, you have two classic actors and a bunch of B movie actors that are very well known. You
Yeah,
look at a lot of the modern ones. Look at Christmas Vacation. You have two actors, Beverly D'Angelo and Chevy Chase. Then
right.
you turn around and have all the other ones that are involved in that.
Julianne Moore,
Yeah,
a little kid from Roseanne.
Julia Dreyfus, whatever her name was.
Yep, Julia Dreyfus, Randy Quaid. Of course,
Randy
she was
Quaid.
all
I mean, you have well-known classic actors. I mean, when you get right down to it, most of the classic movies, most of the favorite movies, have good actors in it. You know
yeah,
that, and the story is very strong.
right.
Scrooge. I mean, I'm sorry, but Scrooge. Bill Murray and Superman's woman. What was her name?
Superman woman.
Who played Alexa? Who played Bill Murray's girlfriend and Scrooged?
This is the girl from Indiana Jones, Raiders of the
Shut up.
Lost Ark. Shut up, Alexa. That's wrong. Alexa, stop.
Oh, you just stopped my Alexa.
Well, you started mine.
Who was it?
No,
Indiana Jones's
she
girlfriend?
got it wrong. She said Gina Davis. Hey, Gina Davis. Alexa, who played in Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark? Female. Karen Jane Allen. That's the girl played in Scrooge.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, let's look at her.
Yeah, she's not all that great.
Yeah, Karen Jane Allen. See if that's her.
According to Wikipedia,
Typical Karen.
Karen Jane Allen is an American film and stage actress.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, Karen Jane Allen.
Who played Lois in Superman then?
Oh, that was.
Alexa, who played Lois in Superman? Margot Kidder.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that played in Scrooge was the same girl who played in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
First one. And the last one, too. I think she was in
Yeah.
that.
Well, there's another one coming out this year. Coming up.
Yeah, I hope it's better than the last one.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that those have got to be the ones that I put in my at least top 5, and then I branch out to the others.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty good. They only come once a year. You only watch them during this time of year. So, yeah. It's not like I start watching It's Wonderful Life in July. Yeah, I better go. I gotta get to bed. I gotta go to work tonight.
Yeah, you better get to bed, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta settle up.
All right, man.
Oh,
Drinking and thinking. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
I am Shagdog. We will see you on the next one, which will probably be next week sometime.
Hopefully. Yes.
And if not, it'll just be me and Diddy or Shagdog by himself.
Oh, it's always enjoyable.
Yeah. All right, Jammer. Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Glad we got 3 of your Advent beers out of the way.
Oh, yes.
We're going to be drinking those Advent beers till February.
I think we got 4 of them out of the way.
4. Okay. Yeah, so we'll be done with those by February.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
Hallelujah!
Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?